But first at 6, a do-over for the Kansas City mayor who had some trouble trying to cast a ballot this morning. Tonight, we're asking election officials how you can secure your vote the next time you head to the polls. Mayor Quinton Lucas tried to vote this morning, but dealt with a delay, all because his name was entered wrong.
It was one of few issues we heard about on this election day in Missouri. 41 Actions reporter Sarah Plake heard from the mayor a short time ago. Sarah, what do you have to say?
Well, Mayor Lucas had to come back here to make sure his vote was cast. He said that this was inconvenient and the system needs to be easier. Mayor Quinton Lucas went to his polling place at Mount Pleasant Baptist Church and ran into an issue when one of the workers entered his name wrong in the system.
Come to find out, they transposed his first and last name. Instead of being Quinton Lucas, they put Lucas Quinton. Of course, there's nobody in our database with that name, so it came up as not found.
Mayor Lucas had a meeting to get to and couldn't stay, so he left. He had to come back in the afternoon to cast his ballot. Now the mayor says he wants to use his experience to improve the system.
You know, how much did the city actually invest in this election? How are we making sure that there are more safeguards to ensure that folks, aren't running into issues when they come to the polls? What I'd like to take from this is actually a learning opportunity for all of us to say, what are the options you have if you have some concerns? And more to the point, how can we make it a swifter, more efficient process? How can we get more people involved? How can we get more volunteers involved? And that's what I'm going to look to do after this.
So if this happens to you, what should you do?
If we can't find you in the system, there's a problem solver at the polling place called a verification specialist. They're generally always sent to them. They have a copy of our entire database. They look them up there. They explain any problems and correct the situation at that point. If they can't correct it, they call down at the Kansas City Election Board. I have our data entry team go through it. They would find out if there's any issues.
And if that issue couldn't be resolved, then you would have to cast your ballot provisionally. I'm Sarah Plake, 41 Action News.